In 1995, CIA, or Central Intelligence Agency, released thousands of pages of documents which were previously classified. These files revealed something most people have probably not thought about. During Cold War, government had secretly funded researchers for psychic abilities. Goal was simple but unsettling. They wanted to know if human brain could travel and gather information about locations or the plan's distant locations without leaving their body. This program was called as Stargate Project. Some of these experiments are called the strangest as ever. This project explored several unusual ideas about our mind. One such experiment was about remote viewing, where participants attempted to describe the location only through the coordinates. Another involved trained individual trying to gather information about foreign military sites without ever leaving the room. Researchers also studied altered states of consciousness which would help with deep relaxation, in turn help the abilities become much more stronger. Special audio techniques were developed to see if our mind was able to travel to different awareness. Some session even mentioned about observing locations which were far beyond Earth, including one experiment where viewer was asked to describe Mars. This was years and years ago where there were limited information. Not every experiment concluded good results. They took interest in this because of the Cold War to gain more power over other countries. In late 1960s, reports began spreading that Soviet was trying to learn about these psychic abilities, and this made them believe that what if the results turn to be something positive and they're left behind. So they tried to attempt to learn more about their military equipments, plans, foreign military sites, and hidden objects. In one session, they described a building connected to submarine construction at Soviet facility. Later satellite images were shown to be having similar infrastructure. This concluded that remote viewing could have real potential, but skeptics believed that description was too vague to prove it as something very particular. So researchers did see this pattern where when they were in deep state of rest and stillness, this remote viewing seemed much easier. The Monroe Institute also developed a technique known as hemi-sync. This involved a method where they were used a carefully designed audio tone tapes through headphones which influenced our brain activity. So participants who listened to this audio easily entered this state where they were able to remote view easily. So many reported feeling something unusual and some kind of vibration throughout their body. Others felt this feeling of floating or drifting away from their physical surrounding. Among many transcripts released from the CIA, this one stands out a bit more. It's about the Mars. Viewer described enormous structure that looks like a pyramid. According to people who described it, said that these pyramids were larger than the Earth's pyramid. Inside them, people reported seeing a tall being who are ancient and they appeared to be exhausted. He suggested that they were part of civilization which came to an extent after planetary disaster. Most scientists claim that these are imagination during the experiments, but the transcripts still exist in the declassified information documents. In 1995, CIA ordered full research about this topic. Independent experts examined decades of experiments and operational sessions. Their conclusions were cautious. Some laboratory results came slightly better than guessing. However, information gathered during real intelligence mission was rarely specific enough to be useful. Because of this, Stargate project was shut down, or so would they claim. Many scientists believe all these as a coincidence or something, or a psychology or experimental bias. But documents reveal something unusual. For almost 2 decades, participants tried to observe distant location using only their mind. Whether those attempts revealed anything paranormal or were they just attempts, it remains unsettling. Yet these ideas, if human consciousness can reach far beyond the limitations of human body, how far can it actually go? And what might exist in the place we can't actually see? And it also raises another creepy question. How many other beings are currently watching you right now?